Hello guys and welcome back to another video. So since the last couple of builds that we did, we were restricting the packs. I thought today we could do something different and go back to just building with no restrictions, mostly because I miss using the items that I like the most. So yeah, I thought today we could switch it up a little bit and do that. And also I was looking for inspiration and I came across this picture of some townhouses. I will leave it in the description if you want to check. Of course, we will be using it as inspiration, not exactly trying to recreate it in the Sims. And I also made a sim to go for one of the townhouses. So we will be shortly going into that. But before we do, this is just a reminder that you can follow me on Twitter. I tweet sometimes about sim stuff. My handle is withtofu, and now you can also find me on Instagram. So I have created an Instagram account. I realize not a lot of people have Twitter, so Instagram I think is a cool way to also post my stuff and provide updates. My handle is withtofu, as is my Twitter handle. And by the way, I've already posted something that I haven't shared here in the channel, so if you're interested in that, please check it out and let me know what you think. And I will be flying home next month, so if you want to see stories of the place where I grew up, I will be sharing some snippets of that. And as always, all of my builds are uploaded to the gallery. My ID is CatsAgainstCrime, and all of my sims as well. So let's jump into the game now. So this is our sim. This is Naomi Cole, and her aspiration is to be world famous celebrity. So I thought she could be like a social media influencer or something along those lines. This is just a close-up. I think this hair is so gorgeous. I just kind of wanted her to have this almost model figure, if that makes sense. So you can definitely go down that path if you want, but she loves yellow. She rocks that yellow color, and these are her outfits, her everyday outfits. For formal, we also have two outfits. This is the other one. And I'm not the biggest pro at making sims, but I made sure to change the makeup for every outfit that she has. This is the athletic, it's quite simple, as well as the sleepwear. And then for the party, we have this. I love this yellow coat. I think it suits her so well. Then for swimwear, something more casual. This is her hot weather and her cold weather outfits. And her traits are romantic. I feel like she could be very flirty and kind of build that online presence as being this flirty character on the internet. She's also high maintenance, which I thought would be funny to play with, especially because I feel like a lot of celebrities are like that. And since she wants to become one, I feel like that made sense. And then she's also self-absorbed, which I don't think I've ever played with this trait, but it should be fun. Should be a fun challenge. We're in this lot in Del Sol Valley, and I think it would be cool to build in this world because it's the world that comes with Get Famous. And it looks like it has these 3 driveways, so we can use that for our advantage, even though I want to build 4 lots. And I don't want them to be very big, so we'll see about this lot, but I think it's a good starting point. And since for rent seems to be fixed now, I feel like we could do rental lots. So looking at the inspiration picture, I think we can do something along these lines, and then we can change as we go. I'm just going to replicate it and place it like that, because that's what the reference picture does. So they're not exactly even. Actually, I think I want to separate them a little bit more. I feel like this gives more privacy to all of the lots. And now I'm just gonna place some more up here. According to the reference, we have some interesting shapes that I would normally not do in a house, but I feel like this is a good way to experiment so we can get inspiration and change however we like. Most of them seem to have this undercover area, so we can do that. And they kind of have this color coordination going on. Let's put some roofs on. And also there are a lot of things that we cannot do in The Sims when we want to build something or be inspired by something in real life, but that's also one way to get creative and trying to find a workaround that works for what you're wanting to build. And I'm just changing some of these half walls to kind of create levels and interest in the build, because they're all very just boxes in reality, so it's about the way that we make them look pretty. This one on the left is very strange, but we can kind of try to make it work. Okay, so this is kind of the general idea. And the reason why I did only one sim, even though we're building 4 different lots or different dwellings, is because I thought it would be a good starting point, and then you could build around it or start from scratch. And it's kind of a challenge, right? So in terms of colors, they have this kind of pastel color, almost all of them, and I think it would be cool to maybe use that. We have some paneling that I would like to use as well. this one from growing together. Okay, this looks all right. I'm just gonna make this one taller. And then over on this side, we have some kind of paneling like this. Oh, this is perfect. Now for this next one, we have a kind of green, and maybe we could use the same wallpaper. We have this very light green, which kind of looks like the pastel green that we have in the reference. Then this section here is a little bit lighter. So using the same wallpaper, I'm just gonna lay it around and see how it looks like. I feel like it looks kind of silly right now, but maybe once we start putting the windows, it will make more sense, hopefully. This next one, we have this orange building, but I'm not sure if I like it that much. We actually have this one that I'm not sure that I like it. And lastly, we have a blue and red. We have this really dark blue. I feel like it doesn't really match with the rest of the vibe of the homes that we have. We have this metal texture and I like the colors, so we can try to roll with it for now. And I want to start thinking about windows. I feel like they really do help with the colors as well, since we are restricted in that sense. Just gonna lay a few around and see how I like them. Maybe we can do a green on here. Oh, this one could be cool for these things that we have in the reference picture. Oh, maybe we can use these ones instead. I actually like the white in here. I'm just gonna place a few of these around. I feel like I want to bump out some more so we can get more interest. Maybe if we do it like this, maybe we should sink this. I don't mind this shape. I think we can place a door and make it look prettier. I'm not used anymore to having all of these options, so I'm a little bit overwhelmed. Oh, actually we have these that look cool. And we have the green. It matches because it's also from the same pack, the wallpaper. I also want to use it here because it has the yellow. Okay, I just changed a few wallpapers here because I wasn't liking the orange at all. And even though this is a darker shade of blue, I feel like it's also soft, so it's not very disruptive. So I think we also need to change it around. I feel like it would be cool to have some kind of balcony here. And then down here would be the door. Or let's make it not so symmetrical. So it still has a similar vibe to this one, but a different layout. But I'm not sure about the wallpaper. Maybe we use the same one we have over on the other end. Okay, I think I like this better. It's looking way better than before. I still think we need to add a few windows. And I took so long to figure out these wallpapers, you have no idea. Okay, I was trying to make a roof here, but wasn't really going with the vibe of it all, so don't forget to save your builds. Okay, now let's think about the back of the build. I want to make this bit a bit longer. I think the same with this one, the green one. Then on this one, I think we can keep it simple. Do it like this. We can have a door and some windows over on this part. Maybe we have something similar on this one. And also, I already know I want to build like maybe some sort of chimney here to bring more interest to this side. And we will probably do the same thing on this one. And maybe we can do like a half wall to separate the backyards. But I think I would rather have a bigger patio like in the back of the house rather than in front of it. I guess it just depends if you have a car. And well, not that we do in The Sims, but never say never. And actually, is that something you would be interested in? Because I feel like cars are it has some very different opinions. So I'm just interested to know what you guys would prefer, if you want cars or if you really don't mind not having cars. I can see both point of views. I don't think they would have a huge impact on gameplay like they did, for example, in The Sims 3. But I think something like we have in The Sims 2 could be cool. And for the people that want it, I think we should definitely have it. Because I'm also thinking of new lot types and maybe some new careers, and that would be cool. But yeah, just to finish up that thought, I also understand the people who don't want it because it just won't be worth it in terms of quote-unquote wasting space that could be used for something else. But I guess that is The Sims. You have things that you are going to like and things that you are not going to like as much. I, for one, I'm excited to just be getting content, even though I would trade content for a while for a few bug fixes and game improvements. But maybe we'll leave that for another video. So it's day 2 of building these townhouses, and you can see right away a few changes. I have moved a lot to a smaller one just because the other one was too big, and this feels like a very close community type of thing. So I wanted it to be cozier, and the other lot was just way too big for all of these houses crammed together. I have changed also a few windows, a few doors, and I have started on the landscaping as well. And then on the back, I put up these fences. We may change them for something else, but I wanted them to have a bit of outer space that was just theirs, if that makes sense. Only the red one doesn't have any backyard, but that's fine. And they are already divided with the for rent pack. So each of them is a different unit, and I think we can continue with this landscape. I like putting these, I don't know, weeds underneath the proper landscaping, just because if it's just the dirt, it looks kind of weird, and I feel like this makes it look a little bit better. Maybe we can turn these gardens into something a bit more colorful, considering that we already have these colorful houses. I was looking at a couple of trees, and I feel like I want some small trees just so they don't cover up the houses, and I find that this is a good height. Just gonna make one of them slightly smaller with the tool mod. Whenever I can, I like using a little fencing on the side of these pathways just to make it a little bit better by adding a distinction. However, sometimes you can't really connect it to the edge of the lot because you can't place fences there. So what I like doing instead is going with a soft brush and basically just outline it a little bit. It gives a little bit more dimension, and it doesn't look like it's just a bunch of tiles slapped on the grass. And let's actually get some nicer mailboxes. I really like these ones from Snowy Escape. I think I'm gonna remove the doors from these two because I want to put some hedges around the edge of the lot, and so it didn't make sense to have those doors here. We can keep this one though. Okay, I'm just finishing up putting some hedges around. This is one of my favorite like hedge we have in the game, and it's a debug or a live edit one. I'm just sizing down these also hedges and placing them around to fill in some gaps here a little bit better. Okay, it's looking a little bit better, and I think we can start with Naomi's house. So in the back I have put these rose walls, but I was thinking maybe doing some sort of flower bed with them. So for this back area, I just put some greenery along the fence because it was too white, and I also put some more yellow roses on this side of the fence, since this is the yellow house. And then I think we can embellish it a little bit later, change the floor. And for the interiors, I kind of have a floor plan already, and I'm planning to do the common or the living spaces all on the first floor, and then on the second floor are the bedrooms and sometimes some bathrooms, but all of them have bathrooms on the first floor. So going into Naomi's house, which is the yellow house, thinking about the kitchen already. We don't have a lot of yellow tiles, but we can do some yellow accents. I'm gonna partly cover this up or close it off, so it gives a little bit more structure to do a living room here. We can even bring in some of the wallpapers that we have outside. Let's actually get some doors in here so we know what we're working with. I'm thinking of going for yellow cabinets instead. I think these ones are brilliant, and I love the texture that they have on top. Let's bring out the matching fridge and also the matching stove or oven. Also, I don't know why, but I feel like fridges look better at the end or against a wall, or in this case against two walls. I feel like maybe we could even have an L-shaped kitchen. Yeah, I think I like this. You can put some stools here and have a little dining nook here. And I don't want to do just yellow, so let's also get some other colors. Also just gonna hide this little thing under here so it looks like it's part of it. Then in terms of the actual table, we can do this wooden one, and then we get some cool chairs. How about these purple ones for a change? I just changed the wallpaper because it was too much yellow for me. And one of my favorite parts about building with no restrictions is definitely getting to use these curtains because they're just perfect. We can do these little paintings here. And maybe we should have a different light above the table. How about this one, but slightly bigger? All right, besides this, I think we just need a plant over here. Let's do this one. Let's also get a little one for the table. Yeah, let's do this one. I feel like we can have a little towel over here. We can also do some knives. So for the lounge room, we can have the TV on this wall. I really like this one that came with the Lux something kit. I'm really terrible with the pack names, by the way. Let's do this yellow one with the flowers. Very on brand. Oh, we can do this yellow couch. It's so lovely. Again, I'm not used to so many options, but now I'm like, I want to use everything. Let's maybe center the TV with the couch, and then we can have probably another chair here instead of a love seat. I'm actually not sure about this because I don't like that these chairs are back to back, but we'll find a solution. I think we can do a sort of unit like this. Maybe if we scale it down. Okay, I think I like this. And then we can have a little coffee table. I'm thinking of that tiny living one. This one, such a great table. For the rug, I kind of want to use this one, which you know by now it's a must. Listen, if they didn't want me to use it, then they shouldn't have cooked so hard. So, and I'm gonna use the shelf trick to clutter this little built-in that we did. So I absolutely love this plant. I have to use it. I'm actually gonna increase this a little bit, and we can place this a little bit more in the center. Okay, I think we should just add some sort of statuette here, and then a candle. How about one of these? And lastly, the candle. I also got rid of the chair or the armchair that we had here, and I think I'm gonna add some little seats. I really like these ones, and I think they don't clash as much with the stools that we have over there. You can even add a green one so it ties in with the TV. And I think we just need some artwork over here. Well, let's do this lamp over on this side. And then over here, we can put a little table on the side. I like this one from Snowy Escape because it's very thin. So it fits small spaces like this. And it's not very tall, so that's perfect. Actually, let's move this clutter over here. And we can put the record player on this table. I feel like we're just missing a painting here. Let's do these ones in the kitchen. For the entrance, I wanna put an accent table, and let's do maybe this one. Then next to the door, we put a mirror, a full-length mirror. We can even have another mirror here. I feel like this one fits the vibe of Naomi. Let's add some trainers here. I feel like that's pretty realistic. And then a decorative box underneath the table as well. Since it's space that we're not going to be using anyway, might as well decorate it. I'm going to put this plant on the stairs, on this little landing here. And I'll make sure to play test it to see if it actually works. Right, so for the bedroom, we of course have to have a little bit of yellow since Naomi really loves yellow. Let's start with the bed. I feel like the bed a lot of times sets the mood for an entire room. Not all the time, but sometimes it has colors and textures that dictate how the room should be. And I feel like that's how I build a lot of bedrooms in The Sims. And I'm actually liking this bed. I don't use it often, but I like that it's more neutral. We could do a purple rug like this. What if we use these lamps as side table lamps, just making them a little bit smaller with the tool mod? I think I actually prefer this swatch because the white bed was really stark against the warmth that we have here. I'm just cluttering up the side tables to make them look kind of messy. I like these paintings here, especially this one, because it ties in with the rug and the yellows that we have going on. Then since we have this dead space here, I think we can actually use it to add a built-in wardrobe. And we actually have a yellow one, so I feel like that's ideal. And now we add a big mirror over on this wall, maybe this one. I'm actually gonna paint the wall behind it purple, just to have a bit of contrast as well. Another plan can't hurt. And I feel like we need a chair. Okay, I think we can finalize this bedroom with this. Let's add a little different rug over here. All right, it's quite simple, but I think this bedroom is done. So we have this one room left, and I'm thinking of turning it into an office or a space with skill building items for the influencer career, because I made Naomi having her as an influencer in mind. So you have two branches for this career. One is the trendsetter and the other is a stylist. But I think regardless, you would need the same skills. So we can do that in this room. So the 4 skills that you have to work on for this career are painting, writing, charisma, and I think photography. So we will be trying to get everything into this office. Okay, so for the writing, we need a computer, so we can get a desk out here. And I'm actually thinking of using a dining table. like this, and maybe we put it in front of the window. We don't actually need a mirror in here because we have mirrors in the house already. And also the painting easel, we could put it outside. I feel like that's a good activity to do outside. So we can have here some photography things. We can put this styling station here. So we assume this is where Naomi makes her content to post on social media. Maybe we can use these curtains as the backdrop of her videos. And I'm thinking of that palm tree type of thing. This one. I'm actually going to change the orientation of this. And I'm getting a smaller table to go here. So is this a good backdrop for a YouTube video? And well, since we're at it, we might as well just put a mirror here because it makes sense. Let's add a few cameras to her collection. Let's get also this computer so she can stream if he likes. I feel like we need a big rug over here. Actually, I'm not sure I've ever used this rug, but maybe now is a good time. And I mean this rug and this watch. Let's add some outfit changes over here. I'm gonna put these paintings over here. Actually, it was looking a bit cramped, so let's do these ones instead. Okay, I think I like this better. Let's add some paintings up here. And also a candle and probably a plant. And I feel like we can put some fairy lights here. They fit the vibe of the room. And I think that's it for this little office. So for the greenhouse, which is the second house that we're furnishing, I want to make it a family home with a children's bedroom, but I'm still not sure how to do this living area that combines kitchen, dining, and living. So as usual, let's start with the kitchen. I feel like that's a pretty significant part. Okay, maybe we do this layout. We don't have a dining, we can just have the bar stools here. Maybe something like this. And we can put the fridge on this wall. Also, we need some doors. And I'm trying to do a different color scheme for this house, just so they're not all the same. Because I know I have a tendency to do a certain style, but I want each to have its own personality. Actually changing these stools to this wood. Right, in terms of wallpapers, we can bring in the one we have outside. This one matches pretty well. Okay, so for this living room, we can do, if we have the space, we could do a fireplace. Okay, I sized this one down and I think it's good as is. Okay, change of plans. I went for this rug and I also switched the couch because I have to keep in mind this is a family home. So I want to be able to furnish it that way, meaning I want to have some kid-friendly decor like this. I may use this same frame TV to kind of bring in the pink a little bit. Do this one. And this one is from the base game, actually. We can also add some kids' mess to the place. Not that we have a lot of space, but the space right here is too closed off, so I think I'm just gonna place some beams and delete the walls. Okay, I think that's much better. Now I'm just gonna put some clutter on this fireplace. And since I sized it down, the objects will snap and will float, so just gonna move it for now and then place it right back. Okay, it's looking good. Let's put this curfew table here. I feel like this is very handy for families. I'm gonna put some more clutter here. I feel like bookshelves would be a good idea to put here in the family space. And let's use this bread box in this swatch. It's really fun. Actually, let's swap for this one. I like it's thinner and suits the space better. And maybe we can get a mirror to sit on these slabs. Maybe this one even from base game. If we could get some lights above this, it would be good as well to get some more color. Do this one, and let's do two of them just because it wasn't gonna be centered. Can't live with that. Okay, let's finish up this kitchen. We need a bin. Let's do this one. We can forget about the sink and a fire alarm. We can decorate the place with a few of these decals. And what if we put up the stairs a lot of these children's paintings? So it's like the parents hang everything that the kid paints, which I think is a cute idea. Let's finish off with these utensils. And now let's move on to the bedrooms. Maybe for the parents' bedroom, we can try something different. Okay, let's actually try these swatches. I like the introduction of red. Ooh, what about this one? Now for curtains, we could do the pink one to tie in with the bed colors. Let's put this ottoman at the end of the bed. And I think I want to use the big lamp that we got that I absolutely love. And I'm thinking that since we have the space and we don't have any computers in the house, we could do one in the parents' bedroom. That's not so odd, is it? All right, let's get a desk out and see how we can make it work. Oh, I really like this color on this chair. Okay, I think I'm gonna keep these paintings because I can't find any others that look good here. Now, I thought we could have a mirror on this wall. And let's also do a full-length one over here. Now, let's just put a bunch of plants. I also like the idea that the kid comes also to this table to do maybe some homework and some research. So it's like it has a mixture of both the parents and the kids' stuff. I'm just gonna finish up with some clutter over on the place. Now I think we're just missing a lamp here. Let's do this one from the book nook. And I think that's it, another room finished. Now let's move on to the kids' bedroom. This is one of the cases where picking a bed is gonna decide the fate of the room. I like this one. Let's try to make it work. I don't think I've used this watch ever. Let's do this wallpaper and we can get I have this one, which I'm happy with. Actually, should we do a built-in? We can make wardrobe plus these bookshelves. Okay, it took me a while, but I was able to do this custom headboard out of this object. I just rotated all of them and positioned them like this. So it looks like a seamless board, I guess. And now some clothes. I've said this once and I'll say it again. The Batu pack is so good for decorating kids' bedrooms. Let's get some curtains in here because we forgot. Add the kitten here. I'm telling you, look at it. It's so cute. I actually kind of like this here. I feel like that's a very kid thing to do, to just put stickers on your furniture. And for a mirror, I want to use the one that has the bulbs around. This one. I'm gonna put the diary under the bed just because it's kind of a secret spot, so the parents don't go snooping. Some fairy lights there. Let's also put some other mess under the bed. Okay, and I think that's another bedroom done. It is yet another day, and today we are finishing this build. I have gone ahead and furnished the red house off camera, and so we only have this one left. I did this because I wanted to keep it as a surprise, so don't peek. And let's get into this third and last house. I already put some objects here because I want this to have a very different vibe, and I'm thinking of elders living here, like a couple of elders. So I want to pick a wallpaper that kind of represents it being, you know, older people living here, but I still want it to fit with the vibe of the rest of the homes. I think this is a good fit in terms of being a halfway between modern and traditional. So in the living room, I already got this rug out, and this is actually kind of hard to find because the main swatch is this one. However, it has so many different shapes and colors. You would never guess this would be the same object as this. So I felt like we could use it. And I also want to put a fireplace. We can do that one. I mean, we should get an archway here before we forget. Okay, let's pick a couch. What if we did something like this? We could do the book nook coffee table. I think it looks good here. I also want to put something like this because grandparents usually had these huge wooden cabinet things. We can do this one maybe from Cats and Dogs. Now, since this will be an elder couple, I want to put a rocking chair, and I also want to add some knitting stuff. So I'm just going to filter by the stuff pack. Let's plop that there. And we can add throughout the house maybe some things that the elders might have knitted, and a marriage certificate because I think that's so cute. Just swapping out for this one because the color matches better. And another thing that to me screams grandparents' house is a bunch of plants. Maybe we should do a gallery wall with a bunch of pictures from relatives and pictures that they have taken throughout their lives. I'll also put this one up here. Maybe we could center it. I'm just putting a couple more paintings to give this feel that they really put everything on display. And, you know, it's a way to kind of also show their personality. This is how they like to decorate their house. I'm keeping in mind that we have 2 bedrooms, so I'm gonna make a room for their grandkids. So we need to have a little bit of influences with some kid stuff. Let's also put this vintage clock somewhere over here. Then in terms of TV, we can put maybe an old one, and then we can use that old looking TV. We have this one from one of the kids, and it's like they kind of refuse to adapt to newer technologies, and they could be the kind of people that go like, well, if it still works, then I'm not going to throw it out, I'm not going to replace it. This plant is really good to put in corners like these because it's very thin and it's kind of tall, so it looks good on these spots. I feel like we need another cozy rug over here. Let's do this one on the rocking chair. Let's get this standing lamp out. Now with the help of this shelf, I'm gonna clutter this fireplace. Okay, that looks alright. Also want to put some of these toys on top of the TV, like this. Okay, so let's move on to the kitchen. I think I want to keep the dark brown theme. Okay, let's try to roll with this. I wish we had gotten these shelves by themselves so we could clutter them how we wanted to. Okay, I think it's looking good. And I'm gonna use the shelf again to put some things up here on top of the fridge. Since we don't have cabinets, we need to put some of these things on display. We can even add a drawing as if their grandkid did it for them. That's cute. We can put some of these pens over here and also a cutting board over on this side. And I don't want to do too much because I want them to still have space to work, in this case to cook. So I did add some cabinets just to here, and then I pushed this shelf over to the side just because I feel like there should be more clutter in these types of homes. Okay, it's looking a bit better in my opinion. Now over here, I thought we could sneak in a dining area. I like these ones from the horse ranch pack. Maybe they need to be a bit darker. Then maybe we should use a round rug. Maybe we can even have a different chair for the kid because maybe it was a project that they did together. And on this wall that is blank, I think we could add a mirror, something like this. And then maybe some sconce lights. How about we do these? I might change the ceiling lamps for something that fits more the vibe. Like these, and some more paintings. Why not? I want to put this little towel in front of the sink, so I'm just going to do that with the tool mod. Maybe like this to the side. Okay, I think this looks good. I actually ditched that rug, and I think I want to put a long one over here along the kitchen. Let's do this one. I kind of don't mind the fact that the exterior is more modern than the interior because it's like they brought their furniture to this newer house. Okay, let's move on to the bedrooms. Can do a similar situation with the built-in closet. I like this bed actually, and I want to use these side tables. We have the lamps now. Let's do this painting above the bed with a sheep, just to tie in with the green. Speaking of, we can get a green rug as well. Maybe this one. I want to size it up a little bit. That looks good. And now we need something to sit at the end of the bed. Let's get a big mirror out here. We can do this one. Let's also put some sconces up here. Since they are plant lovers, I'm gonna add this shelf here, and I'm gonna put even more plants in this bedroom. Let's include this picture of some flowers because why not? Maybe a portrait of them on their wedding day. Yeah, that's cute. Okay, I think this bedroom is finished. Okay, let's move on to this kid's bedroom. I already got a couple of things out here, especially this giant llama that maybe we can use for something. Let's do this bed sheet. I really like the sheet. Maybe this can be their little friend. Got a desk out here. Let's put some clutter. And this kid clearly loves plushies. This base game lamp is so cute. I don't know when we got it, but I just love it. Let's get a chair. Let's do this adorable rug with the sheep as well. Okay, and I think this bedroom is also done. All right, now I'm just gonna finish up some touches and we'll be right back for the final tour. So here we are in the final build, and this is what the townhouses ended up looking like. And this is the back. You can see all the backyards there. And this is what it looks like at night. Right, and since we started with Naomi's house, let's take a look at it first. So you enter through the side, and as soon as you walk in, you have this table by the entrance, you have the stairs to the left, mirror, and then to the right, you have a full-length mirror and the dining area. Then to the left of it, we have the kitchen. Right across, we have the living room. I think it looks quite cozy, and I like the soft colors in here. Now, through this door, we have the bathroom, one of the two bathrooms that we have in this house. As it was to be expected, a lot of yellow. And then through this door, we get to the backyard. So it has a lot of flowers, some lounges, somewhere you can paint. And I also put a mural because I thought it would be a cool thing for Naomi to do. The biggest patio of them all, you can do a lot with it. And then back to the entrance, we have some clutter there. We go up the stairs. To the left, we have Naomi's office slash studio. So we have the recording bit. We have some wardrobe changes over there. And then here we have the computer so she can stream and edit. And there's this beautiful window with some inspiration there. Now back into the landing again. And through this door, we get to Naomi's bedroom. So it is very simple, but also it has some fun colors like this soft yellow and lilac. And I really like the play of them all. And of course, a huge window with a view to the backyard and the river. And then through this door, we have an ensuite. So also yellow as to be expected. I like this rug here. I think it fits Naomi's vibe. And that's it for our first house. Now, moving on to the second house, this is a family home. As you can see by the entrance, we have a bike. And as soon as we walk in, we have this open concept living and dining. So we have a little table here to throw your keys on. And then to the left, you have the living room. So a lot of signs that there is a kid living here, but I like how lively it makes the place look. Then to the right, we have the kitchen. We have a bag of groceries right there. We have the table set and some fun colors as well. And I like that you can watch the kid or the kids from the kitchen. It's really cool. Through this door, we have the bathroom. I think it is the only bathroom in here in this house, but it has everything you would need. Also some kid-friendly touches. Then back again into the main area. Going through this door, we go to the backyard and we have a lot of activities for the kids here. And I thought that the kid living here could sometimes invite the grandkid of the grandparents next door so they could hang out and have fun. And I feel like this would be a really cool spot for that, and to also have a barbecue. All right, back in, we go up the stairs. When we get here, we have a hamster, which is something that I never put in my builds, but I thought it would be really fun for a kid. And then down the hallway to the left, we have the kids' bedroom. So we made this built-in unit with a lot of clutter, made it really personalized. And I really like it. I really like this unit that we did. I think it looks cool. Then back into the hall again. Through this door, we get to the parents' bedroom. So it is much simpler. It has some really nice colors. I like it. It's warmer than the rest of the house, in my opinion. The kids' bedroom also is warm. Here, a computer that the kid might also use. Some signs that, of course, the kid plays here as well. You have a cool view outside. And that's it for our second house. Now, this one is the grandparents' house. As you walk in, you can already tell that the vibe is very, very different. I imagine they took all of their belongings and just squished them into this house and left their original house maybe for their kids. And sometimes the grandkid comes and stays over. But yeah, we have a lot of plants. We have a corner here for the knitting with this rocking chair and a bunch of paintings. I imagine they liked to travel a lot when they were young, so these could be the photos that they took throughout their life and through their journeys. Through this archway, we get to the kitchen, so it is also quite outdated, but I think it has a lot of charm, to be honest. And then on the other way, we have the little dining nook, so we have a special chair for the grandkid, some more paintings and frames, and through this door we have a bathroom. It has a bathtub shower combo and just everything you would need. And through this door we get to the back area, and I imagine this elder couple really likes to do gardening, so I already put some crops here for you to harvest, and there's a lot of clutter as well. Of course, there's a basket with some veggies already, and yeah, it's the smallest backyard, so I thought about doing it like this, and this way the elders have something more to do. Now back again into the house, we can go upstairs. We have 3 doors. The first one to the left is the grandparents' bedroom, so it has some really nice greens and a bunch of plants again. We have this really cool view, and I like this nook here. Then back into the hall again, we go this way, and through here we have the grandkids' bedroom. So it has the same vibe, but it's also very personalized. It has a lot of character and a really nice window, I have to add. But yeah, if this is a kid's secondary bedroom, that kid must be very happy. Now back into the hall, and through the last door we have another bathroom, just a simple small one. And that's it for our third house. Right now we only have one house left, and this one we didn't see in the process because I wanted to keep it as a surprise. But as you can see already, there are a few things that hint for what you're about to see. I furnished this one for some college students. And as you can tell, they are very messy. They have everything all over the place, and they have some really broken down furniture. And I thought they could have this frog and they could name it something silly. And right next to the entrance, we actually have the dining area, which not exactly sure that they use because, as you can see, they drink and eat on the couch. And the kitchen itself is more like a kitchenette. It's very small because they don't need something big, but it's still functional. You can still cook here. I wanted it to have this messy, cluttered, teenage/young adult vibe. And through this door, we have a bathroom. So it has a shower. And this rug will make sense in a little bit because, oh, just wanted to point out the dishes to be washed. Then up the stairs, we have 2 bedrooms. And I furnished these bedrooms having in mind that one of them was a really geeky type of college student and the other was a sports athlete kind of person. So the first one is the geek one. So as you walk in, this is their bedroom, has a lot of posters. And then to the left, we have a cool display of all of their merchandising, and we even have a sticker here on the door. And this is the bed, and under it we have this desk. I was really proud of it because I imagine he's kind of an engineer or he works in robotics. So we have a lot of that. We have a mirror here. And I really like the colors in here, the green and the purple. And this room actually has a little secret. If you go out through this door, you have this, and I will not say anything else and continue as if I saw nothing. Then out into the hall again. Through this door, we have the athlete's bedroom. So again, very messy, but I guess that's normal for someone in college. We have this machine here because he just wants to be kicking something all of the time, if not a ball. Then this thing, I forgot the name. We have some awards here, some posters as well. And then over on this wall, we have the desk with a computer. And yeah, also a guitar. Yeah, quite messy, but you know, I think it's also fun. All of these took longer because I wanted it to clutter them and make them look good and have a lot of personality, even though I didn't create all of the Sims for them. Because I feel like that's a challenge. If you're interested in doing, you could make the Sims and maybe develop their stories and see how all of these different Sims can have a connection, how they interact with each other. I think that would be a really fun save file idea. And we got to the end of the video. Let me know which one is your favorite and which one you would like to live in. The build will be on the gallery. My idea is Cats Against Crime, and I will also be uploading Naomi to the gallery. And I just want to say thank you so much for watching and for all of your support. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.